Hello everyone. Today we are discussing topic of reciprocating pump. In this lecture we will discuss working principle of reciprocating pump, advantages of reciprocating pump, disadvantages of reciprocating pump, and the components of the reciprocating pump. First of all, we will discuss on what is reciprocating pump. Actually, reciprocating pump, there is a reciprocating motion take place. Reciprocating to and fro motion of the piston inside the cylinder take place. A reciprocating pump is a positive displacement pump where in a certain volume of liquid is gathered in a closed quantity and discharged using pressure of the specific quantity. Reciprocating pump works on the principle of pushing the fluid through the piston which rotates in a closed mounting cylinder. Actually, there is a reciprocating motion take place, forward reverse motion of the piston take place by using there is a input energy, maybe the electrical motor which is connected to the pump, or sometimes maybe the another power converting device may be connected to the pump for achieving the reciprocating motion inside the cylinder. Reciprocating pump is best suited for the rotating relatively small flow rate and high heads. Actually, rate of flow is as compared to centrifugal pump is very less in case of reciprocating pump. Now in this diagram you have seen such type of reciprocating pump that can be used for the maybe the washing centers of four-wheelers. These reciprocating pumps also used in various pharmaceutical industries, chemical industries. When you go to the water servicing of the bike, you can see such type of reciprocating pump. There is a air vessel, pressurized nozzle. These are the various components are used for the reciprocating pump. Now we will discuss on main parts of the reciprocating pump: suction wall, delivery wall, delivery pipe, cylinder, connecting rod, crank, piston and piston rod, air vessel, strainer. This is schematic diagram of a reciprocating pump. The piston which is fitted inside the cylinder, the piston is connected by the connecting rod, and the connecting rod is connected to the crank. The crank is fitted maybe the electrical motor shaft, and there is a suction pipe similar for the centrifugal pump, that is which is suction pipe, delivery wall is connected or fitted on delivery pipe. There is also air vessels are provided to remove the air. We will discuss one by one suction wall and suction pipe. Suction wall, it is included the most significant components of the reciprocating pump. Suction or inlet wall is a one-way wall, that is there is a non-return wall or one-way wall. The suction takes place whenever the piston moves from top to bottom. There is a suction take place. During suction, the delivery wall is closed, and due to the suction, whatever the liquid from suction pipe is entered inside that cylinder of reciprocating pump. Suction pipe uses draw water from the storage tank into the pump cylinder. This part of reciprocating pump connects the inlet pipe with the reservoir, and it connects the pump inlet to the water tank. Look at this schematic diagram of a reciprocating pump. Suction pipe, suction wall, piston is connected to the connecting rod is connected to the crank. Now pressure wall and delivery pipe. The discharge wall includes essential parts of the reciprocating pump. It is also one-way wall. This wall makes connection between delivery pipe and cylinder. Look this schematic diagram. There is a delivery pipe. For that delivery pipe there is a discharge wall or delivery wall is connected. This is also one-way wall. Whenever after suction of the liquid there is another strokes of the reciprocating pump take place from bottom dead to top dead center. Whenever the piston moves from this BDC to TDC, bottom dead to top dead center, the whatever liquid is entered inside the engine cylinder, that may be compressed when the suction wall is closed. The delivery pipe uses delivery fluid from the pump cylinder to desired height or a position. It directly connects with delivery wall of the cylinder of piston pump. Cylinder. Generally, the cylinder of reciprocating pump, which is made by the cast iron or alloy steel, uses for manufacturing of pump cylinder. The piston rod and piston arrange the pump cylinder. The fluid from suction wall sucks inside the cylinder. The piston moves forward backward inside the cylinder for increasing the pressure. The cylinder connects with discharge wall from where the fluid discharge into discharge pipe. Another important part, that is piston and piston rod. Piston and piston rod includes most significant part of the reciprocating pump. The piston is a solid metal part. It moves back or forth inside the cylinder for suction and exits the fluid. When it moves backward, it sucks the air inside the cylinder, and it moves forward, it delivers the fluid. The piston moves due to the movement of crankshaft. Actually, crank is connected to the piston and connecting rod. The piston rod supports the piston in linear movements. There is a to and fro motion take place, forward and backward motion take place. Crank and connecting rod. The crankshaft, it is an also essential components for the reciprocating pump. This is a solid disc that connects with piston through the connecting rod. Crank is directly connected to the electrical motor. It rotates when electrical motor provides power to it. The electrical motor power is given to the crank rotating. The rotation of crank, the rotary motion of crank is converted by using connecting rod. The connecting rod motion is a forward backward motion. The pressure wall makes link between piston and crankshaft. This is the part of pump connects piston with crankshaft. Strainer, this is also one of the important part of the reciprocating pump. This is a filter at the suction pipe and stops the entry of solid particles from water source inside the cylinder. Otherwise, solid particle will block the delivery. Air vessel, this is a reciprocating component, is connected to the discharge and suction pipe. It eliminates the need of friction head. Also, it provides uniform discharge rate. These air vessels are connected to the suction pipe and delivery pipe. It maintains also constant flow rate of the reciprocating pump. Look this schematic diagram of reciprocating pump, which is connected air vessels. Working of reciprocating pump. During suction stroke, piston moves left, thus creating vacuum inside the cylinder. This vacuum causes suction wall to open. Actually there is a suction stroke take place, suction wall is open and water enters inside the cylinder. During delivery stroke, the piston moves towards right, that is forward direction, and whenever this piston moves inside the cylinder in forward direction, the suction wall is closed and delivery wall will be open and the water is forced in delivery pipe. The air vessel is used to get uniform discharge, already we have told. There are some advantages of reciprocating pump. Reciprocating pump can deliver the required flow rate, that is discharge, is very precisely. The rate of discharge is precise and constant. It gives continuous rate of discharge. The flow rate is continuous. It can deliver fluid at very high pressure. No priming is needed in reciprocating pump. In case of centrifugal pump, there is a requirement of priming. Efficiency of reciprocating pump is more than 10 to 20% as compared to centrifugal pump. There are some disadvantages of reciprocating pump. Pump is very costly. Capital cost of this pump is very high. Number of parts is required, such as piston, connecting rod, crank, air vessels. Viscous liquids are difficult to pump using reciprocating pump. Maintenance cost of the pump is very high as there are large number of parts. Flow rate is very less. Rate of flow discharge for the reciprocating pump is very less. These are the disadvantages of the reciprocating pump.